Well, hi there. How are you doing? Welcome to my channel, Naga Kannada's Dev Tips. This is a four-part video tutorial in which we're going to look at image upload functionality using plain client-side JavaScript and Node.js. Let's get started. Well, in this first video, we're going to quickly look at the demo and then go through the technologies used, and then we will talk about the individual technologies and files in the upcoming videos. Oh, and by the way, all the code that I'm going to talk about in this video series is available on GitHub in a repo, the link to which I'm going to put in the description of this video and all the other videos in this series. Please do check that out. Well, let's go through the demo. So here I am in my local. I have started the application on localhost 3000, and I have the section over here where there is a title that says image upload demo, and a section, circular section with a dotted border, and it says click here to upload or drag and drop an image, and there is an upload button and a clear link. Let's try to drag and drop an image onto this, and here I have the profile picture, so I'm going to click and drag. As you can see, while I'm dragging the file onto that section, the background has blurred a little bit and the border has changed to green color and the border size increased, and if I let go, it's going to show a preview of the image I just uploaded. All right, and then if I upload the image, it says image uploaded successfully. And if I come to the images folder on the corresponding project files, I can see that the image got successfully uploaded. And if I try to upload an image which is having more than 500 kilobytes of size or KB, it's going to throw an error. Let's check that. I'm going to clear that image just so we can see the error message. And then I'm dragging a bigger image, and it says file too large, cannot be more than 500 KB. That's the file size validation. Let's try to upload a file which is not of type image. It's a PDF. Let's see what happens. If I drag and drop that file onto the section, it says file type should be PNG or JPEG. So it's doing the file type validation as well. And then if I want to drag another image, I can do that as well. And also if I want to, I can simply click on that area and select a file and getting previewed as well. We have the ability to use the traditional click and select functionality to navigate through the file system and select a file. So that is about it, and that is all the functionality that we're going to go through in this video series. And let's get started. Well, let's talk about the use cases. Well, this can be used to upload a profile picture in a profile page. You can drag and drop, and there is a placeholder which is not just a simple file input field. It's just a circular area which is big enough for you to drag and drop images. You can do custom validations like what we saw. We can restrict the file size, we can restrict the file type, we can restrict the number of files as well. We can show a simple error message and a success message as and when required. We can do Ajax calls to the backend. We don't have to reload the page or submit the form which will reload the page. It can all be done through Ajax as well. We'll see how that is happening. And then we can have a simple callback which actually renders an error message or a success message depending on the outcome. And there can be a simple Node.js, Express.js backend or a complex middleware which will handle all the routes that will take the file input and upload it to the backend servers. Okay, moving on. Let's see what technologies are being used. So there is the front end in which for markup we are using HTML5. Let me go into that folder where all the front end related files are there. This is the public folder in which we have just the three files. One is the index.html, and there is a client.js file and a style CSS file. And this HTML has simple markup. There is no libraries or frameworks and preprocessors, nothing like that. So it's just plain old HTML5 that we all like. And the client-side JavaScript is also written in ES5. There are no frameworks or libraries being used except for the Ajax functionality, for which we're using jQuery, but it can be done in the plain old XHR concept or the newer fetch API as well. Apart from that, we're not using jQuery anywhere else. So it's all done in JavaScript. We're using Bootstrap 4 for our look and feel, but it's totally up to you to write your custom CSS. It's not much going on here, so it won't take much time. We're only using Bootstrap 4 just to, prove our point that we can include libraries and frameworks as and when required. So it's totally up to you to strip Bootstrap 4 or use some other framework for your UI styling. Since Bootstrap 4 comes along with jQuery, we don't have to manually include it or copy it from somewhere else. We can just include Bootstrap, and that'll take care of jQuery. In the backend, we're using couple of frameworks or packages basically. So this is a Node.js backend. You need to have Node.js installed in your machine to be able to demo this one. And then there are three things we're doing. We're actually using Express.js, which is a framework that can be used to build servers and route and RESTful APIs. And we're also using Bower for our front-end dependency management. So Bower dependencies are going into a separate folder called Bower components, not into the node modules. There is another small package called body parser, which is being used by Express for handling the incoming requests that we're going to configure. We're also using a dev dependency called NodeMon. It can be used to quickly bring up servers and watch for any file changes and automatically restart the server in Node.js. All right, so this is all we're using, and we'll also quickly see how we can install this GitHub repo in our local, and then we'll end this particular first video. All right, here we have the GitHub repo that we're talking about. If I come down here, so there are only a couple of steps to get this installed in your local, but you have to clone this repo first. So for that, I'm going to go here, click on this green button and copy this URL by clicking on this button. And then I can come to a command prompt or a terminal, and in this case I'm going to use the integrated terminal I have over here, and then I'll just simply run git clone and this command, and that'll actually install or create a folder with all the files inside that project, and then it'll take care of copying everything required for us to install it. And then the next command is going to be, and this is a command, so this command will actually install all the dependencies, and then and we also need to install Bower dependencies using Bower install command, so that it will read the bower.json file. Here we have the dependencies, and it will install those dependencies in the Bower underscore components folder that we can use later in the server.js file to statically serve them, and in the client files, that is the index.html, to point to them using npm start, and that will actually bring up the server in on the port 3000, and then you can open localhost 3000 to actually see the demo. Well, that's it for this first video, and in the next video we're going to look at the UI and how it is designed. Thanks for watching this, and do subscribe to my channel to receive notifications and learn more tips and tricks and useful tutorials. See you in the next one.